welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is... what? This is Techtonica. In the last episode, we set up some stuff on Foundry to help with processing the sand, because the sand was backing up and causing issues. We also unlocked a signal but we can't reach it yet because the sand is too high. Now we are going to jump down to Victor because we have a couple of green research cores to pop into the system, so we're just going to run down here and pop those in, and then oh crikey, we got loads of those backed up. What the deuce? Okay, so they're going to start filtering in and we're going to be able to do something with them. Now, what are we up to? Now, the problem we've currently got, and the thing that's stopping us from proceeding quickly, is the carbon powder. We're going to head up to Foundry, because we now need that for the sensor blocks, because we need the carbon frames. We've got glass in abundance, which is great. Where are we sending the glass actually? We're not. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, crikey. I see what's happened. Yep. Oh, crikey. Thrown the whole system into disarray. Oh, crikey. Right. So the bottom one should be sand, which is the middle one, which is the bottom one, should be sand. Right. That's not going to help the system. Hang about. Is there none in there? No. Uh-oh. That's not great, but we should tidy up after ourselves. Which we do need to tidy up after ourselves, because we're full. Our inventory's full. Okay. Okay. Right. Right, so why is the sand not coming through? Huh. Interesting. So let's go to Sierra, which is the first place that it should be coming from. Oh, that'll do it. Ah, what's that gonna... We're under 100,000. Okay. Sand remaining in the pump is none. Okay. Meanwhile, this one has 48,000 in it. Okay. But we're processing again, which is good. And in archive, that's coming out as well. Interesting. $22. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Dig speed, 100 killer things. Yeah, we're not making a dent on that, and until... Do you know what? Part of me is tempted to take these down, stick them in... Sierra, and then we just move everything up. Okay. Oh, slipped right down. Okay. So I need stairs. To there, but that's okay because we've got plenty of these. So that gets the power up to here, and then if I take those two, okay. So we're loading them up with fuel. It's just not coming out because we're backed up again. So if we, backed up. So if we head back down to Foundry, hopefully there we go, much better. Oh. Not quite. So we're missing fuel. Okay. Right. Yes. There. Oh yeah, because that's why I then went away, because we needed that. Okay, so we have loads of the powder. So much here. We got a fair amount of the gel here as well. Output is full. It's because that's slow processing. So we do need some sort of fuel. Now, I'm fairly certain there is a fuel, energy, mass produced bio bricks with carbon powder bricks and sesamite gel. Carbon powder bricks, which is a 500 carbon powder. See, and this is why carbon powder is the problem. Let's head to Victor. Let's go and see if we can get my pickaxe. Because I know I put it down somewhere. I wasn't going to need it. But I can't think where. I thought it was here. But it's definitely not in there. Oh. That's why I can't run very fast. I'm over encumbered. I wonder where I've put that. I mean, we've got loads of research cores. And we're now making a load of biobrick diesel, unrefined. What do we do to refine it? That's cool then. That's the sesamite base. Oh, okay. That's the next one. Sesamite powder, carbon powder brick. Okay. Right, okay. Unless I've still got it on me, I just haven't got it in a slot. Yes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was on Sierra. Or not on Sierra, rather. Oh, interesting.
Dig site. I suspect Mirage registered this as a mineral survey to conceal her activities here.
I know the expedition only came to Calyx to rip and run, but if I found stuff like this, I'd probably look into it too.
Interesting.
It was fortunate that Sector Sierra was of so little interest to anyone. Even I had no idea what I would discover here, and I wanted nothing more than a quiet place to engage with my research. But what now? I'm not a linguist, and the writing on these walls is unlike anything humanity has ever encountered. I am ecstatic to be the first explorer to find evidence of extraterrestrial life. But what will history remember about a pioneer who could say nothing about what they had found? And of course, to reveal evidence of aliens here with no idea of what their presence represents could unleash anarchy, when we are already at the brink of it. But there is no puzzle that cannot be solved. I will find more of these places. I will find something that I can understand.
Mirage was correct. The language on these relics has no resemblance to any I've ever seen. I wonder if she eventually found a way to read it.
I can read it.
What?
What? How?
I don't know. To me, they just make sense. They're not really letters, and they're not making words, but even in this single set of symbols, there are hundreds of thousands of ideas. They're spinning around in my head, trying to make some kind of point.
A language like an iceberg, where what it appears to be secretly hides an immeasurable depth. Fascinating.
And I still haven't found the bottom of it. I think we'll need to dig up the rest of this site with the sand pump before I can make sense of it all, but this is more than the cryptic history of some alien species. These are instructions.
Instructions? To who?
To us.
Sand elevation diminished. Local signal deciphered. Report to production terminal radio for triangulation.
Okay. So we've now got power trim 2 for the drills. Okay. So this is now open.
More of these infuriating runes. My speculation on their meaning will have to suffice. Over the next several hours of this recording, I've prepared a thoughtful analysis that will begin the semiotic and epistemological process of...
We're not listening to that. Felt good to cut her off for a change, too.
Because it was only a recording, I will agree that it was satisfying.
I'm starting to put together what these walls are saying. At the very least, I think I know who made this place. And why they made it.
So, Calyx was not what it was supposed to be.
No, sir. That's the problem. Calyx is exactly what it's supposed to be. We should keep scanning.
Ooh. Right. I'm going to take the power breaks. Mainly because it's the only way we've got of getting carbon fibre. Not carbon fibre. The carbon bricks. Ooh. 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 Goodies. Ah. Ah. I can't even dismantle them either. But it is going down. So yeah, I don't actually know. So maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe that it is on a different. It is on the next level up. But we've now got loads of plant matter bricks. We're going to need to up our production. And we need to drop some stuff off because we are over encumbered.
Signal triangulated. New location added to HUD. Lost in translation.
Huh. I can't see anything on my HUD, but maybe we can see something up. No. Oh, maybe it was what we've already found. Okay. So we're down to 95,000. Oh, no, we want the single steps, don't we? So that we can run up like that. And what have we got here? 41,000. Okay. Dig speed 5,000, refill rate is 1,000. 6, 7, okay, so that is going down. Okay, cool. And because we just weren't making a difference on Sierra. Archive even. Just wasn't touching the sides. And we definitely aren't now with stuff. Yeah, so I don't think we've got anything there, which it is what it is. Right, let's head down to Victor and see if we can clean up our inventory by dumping stuff we're not going to use down here. Okay. Smelter 3s. Nice. No. Right, so... Right. Okay. No, because that's just like decorative stuff that we're never going to use. Of steps. Did I destroy the chest? Is that why? Because we are getting closer and closer to having to need to rebuild all of this. In there, that is limestone and full. Excuse me, full. What are you supposed to be? I don't know. What do you do? Your Kindle vine extract, plant matter. Good news. We can drop some of that off. Right, copper wire. That's over here somewhere. In here. Yeah. So I'm just going to drop off. Mark 1 conveyors. What are you? Don't know. Mark 1 conveyors into Mark 2 conveyors. What do we need for Mark 3s? Electric motors and Atlantum ingots. I wonder if we take the conveyors manually. Maybe. Accumulators. I think we can probably turn that off, to be fair. What are you making? That's Kindlevine to make. Okay. Right. Hang on. Because we've got normal, quick, no, filter inserters. But we need to change logistics. Right. So that takes fast inserters and electric motors, and we've got them here. So if I pop one of these down, but actually, steel ingots, electric frames, and ceramic parts. Okay. Stack inserters, yes. And I'm gonna put half a stack in there. Okay. And do that. Right. And then the filter takes that and filter and advanced circuits. Advanced circuits. But we haven't got a mass produced of advanced circuits yet. I think that comes later. Relay. Or maybe it doesn't. Relay circuit, slow. Guess not. Interesting. Oh, it's there. Processor units, gold ingots and atlantum ingots, but that requires the crushers, which we don't have yet. But I do feel we're getting closer to having to rebuild this, especially over here, because half of this isn't being used. Oh, they're making containers. Ooh, good news. Take those. And it's like, you know, this is producing mechanical, but it's not going anywhere. It's not being used for anything. So why? Yeah, so that was to produce steel. But what were they for? They're not even being used now. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's full. But there's definitely things we can do over here to make it quicker, and these are just basic outputs. They're not even being infused to make them last longer. So there's definitely things we can do. I mean, there's probably something for me to do off camera. But yeah. But we need to come up with something for to get carbon powder. Because I can put, because that's the glass, and I've got sensor blocks. Electric frame. There they are. Yeah. And I can put that there. That puts the glass in. I mean, I can do that. As a temporary thing. We need to get fuel up here. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Because if I... Where are you? And they use power. But what we can do down here is we can... I think the threshers are probably more... more important, but that now gives us a constant supply. You know, we've got loads of sesamoite powder now. It's just what we do with that powder. I don't know. So sesamoite gel to make mining charges. What is that recipe? Plant matter bricks, sesamoite gel and carbon powder bricks. I think we need to up the carbon production, especially now we've got loads more. Where's that? That's X-ray. So if we come up to X-ray, because I think at the moment we were just plop in, plop. It's here. Yeah. So that's now back up and running. part of me is tempted to duplicate this. Let's have a look. There. Thing is, can it fill it up in time for the next production? Yes, it can. Okay. Right, so I'm going to pop all of that in here. And that will carry on processing. And that's fine, because that now gives us carbon powder bricks for stuff. Okay. Right, I think... Why aren't you... Oh, because I need to... Right. And then we're going to run up to Sierra. No, we're not. We're going to go to Foundry. Because I need to work out smelter mark 3s, sensor blocks. So I need 60 sensor blocks. That'll do. Can only be produced. Interesting. So if I pop you there. There, change you to that. Interesting. Okay. What are you missing? Oh, carbon frames. Okay. You're working on that. That's fine. What I will do, 60 isn't it? So if I do a filter stack inserter going that way and put the sensor blocks or I would if I could find them. There they are. Yeah. To produce. Oh. Okay. And we have our first 4. So we need more carbon fibre things, which we do have. We've got a load of those because they're being produced quite a lot. But not worthwhile setting up for automatic transfer. That'll do. Foundry. Because obviously this is only a temporary solution. Probably. Ah, smelter mark 2s. What do I need for those? Processing units. Right, I'm going to turn that off because that will produce what I need it to. And I'll put those in there. It takes 18 carbon fibre. Okay. Right. So, with that in mind, let's take a final look at Sierra and see how it's looking. 88,000, which is nice. Those aren't keeping up, but that's okay because this this not being, or you know, not drilling particularly great. Dig speed, that's 5, that's 7. 9,000, 7,000. Oh, I wonder if that 5,000 is all of them. 7,000. Because that's 7,000. That's 5,000. Why is it more? Dig speed, 1,000. I don't understand. Is that just in general? But I'm not sure. But that's a long way down. That is a long, long way down. But just refresh this. There we go. Yeah. We're making progress. Yeah, you're not. Do you know what I might do? I might put that up here instead. Because it can unload and they can back up. Oh no. Oh. Well, I'm going to work my way out of here, collecting plant matter bricks while I'm doing it. Ooh. Interesting. I was going to say... I can't get... yeah, I can. No, I can't. So, yeah. I was going to say... yeah, I think I'm just going to have to... respawn. Because we got stuck. But, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!